Hello! This is me, Maddie Wowzers, and I'm here to share a couple of things: my happy self, my happy life, and my happy profession. So, let's just get into it. What are the values of my happy self? The values of my happy self are having compassion and self-love and allowing myself to just have fun. Another value is having time for play, spending time on self-care, spending time with myself, allowing myself time to just be in water, having self-determination, being authentic. The values of my happy self are having and sharing love, having determination, self-perseverance, spending time in nature, and having and giving social support. The values of my happy self are strong communication with others, communication with myself and my heart, and being and feeling connected with all of life. The values of my happy self are having social interaction, continuing to grow, having healthy, nutrient-rich diet, and spending time on self-reflection. The values of my happy self are having and giving self-acceptance, using my creative expression, practicing and using my Reiki, having a meditation practice, practicing my grounding, having social engagement, practicing social justice, and also having community engagement. The values of my happy self are using movement, or showing self-expression and sharing with others through movement, dancing, singing, any type of creative arts, developing my spirituality, having social awareness and intelligence, having acceptance, loving and respecting animals, having humor, appreciating beauty, practicing being brave, being safe, and having freedom. The values of my happy self are building what I want to see in the world, coordinating with other people, supporting others and myself, living in balance and respecting both and all of experience, dark, light, and the in-between, using my breath and having the space that I need. What are the thoughts about my happy self? Well, the thoughts about my happy self are that I am worthy, that I can take care of myself, that I trust myself, that I'm doing what I need to do to keep myself healthy, and that I am happy. The thoughts about my happy self are that I'm practicing my happiness rituals, I'm connecting to my family, that I'm connecting to my partner and my friends and my community, and that I feel like I am also an integral part of my community. The thoughts about my happy self are that I am able to heal myself. I am able to provide a space for others to heal. I am strong. I am capable. I am lovable, and I am growing. The thoughts about my happy self are that I am able to do what I put my mind to. I will be successful in putting out what I want to put out professionally and personally. That I continue to express myself creatively through movement and dance. The thoughts about my happy self are that I am creative. That what I have to share with the world is worthwhile. That I am beautiful. And that I am unique. The thoughts about my happy self is that I have something special to offer. I am passionate, hardworking, diligent, self-determined, authentic, honest. The thoughts about my happy self are that I can think about things from many different angles, and I'm able to look at the whole picture. I'm also able to see the connectedness in everything and how one thing can affect everything else. The thoughts about my happy self are that I process well and give myself the space that I need for that. That I feel comfortable with myself, that I keep growing in love for myself and the world, that I keep getting happier, that I'm getting stronger and healthier, and that I am fun and entertaining to watch. The thoughts about my happy self are that others like to be in my presence, that I'm grounding, I can be calming, I take time for myself, I prioritize myself, I practice self-care. I learn to interact with the world better by interacting with myself better. That I keep learning and growing, and I keep becoming more knowledgeable about my field of expertise. The thoughts about my happy self are that I am able to revel in opulent indulgence, that I am able to have self-control, that I am able to take challenging steps to better myself. I'm able to be sober. It is my birthright to be who I am, that I can trust who I am. I am safe. The thoughts about my happy self are that I am free. I am blooming. I have the patience that I need, and I can care for myself and others. The thoughts about my happy self are that I express myself in ways that are connecting and understood. What are the beliefs of my happy self? The beliefs of my happy self are that I'm loved and lovable, that I'm worthy, that I have something special to offer the world, that I can heal myself, and I'm able to care for myself. One of the beliefs of my happy self is that I am in charge of my happiness, that I will always choose happiness first, that I prioritize myself and my needs, and that I also have space to support others. Another belief of my happy self is life is abundant in all positive areas, emotionally, physically, spiritually, and that I am a part of a loving and caring family that will continue to create and build more family in my life. The beliefs of my happy self are that I am capable of creating wonderful things, that's connections, spaces, performances, that I am safe, that I am free to express myself authentically, that I am loved and I am understood. A belief about my happy self is that I am able to express my intentions with clarity and communicate effectively. Also, that I am strong. It is easy to put happiness first, and that I have the power to heal myself and support others in their healing. Some beliefs about my happy self are that I am important, I am special, I am intelligent, that healing is a process, and that I will be patient with myself, that I have all the tools that I need in my world, and that others will support me, that I can ask for help when I need it, and that I will be secure financially, that I can travel and take the space I need, and that there is enough space for me. Another belief of my happy self is that I have many gifts that I am still exploring and uncovering, and my gifts will make the world and my life a better place. I have unlimited joy that I can spread throughout the world and universe. I will only keep getting more confident in my practice, my abilities, and myself. Some more beliefs of my happy self are that the relationships around me will only keep getting stronger, that I am valued, that I believe what I have to give is important, that I have the right to be myself, that I'm connected to nature and animals, which I cherish. Some more beliefs about my happy self are that my groundedness is comforting to myself and others, that my presence is loved, that I make the world a better place, and that there is so much to learn, and I will constantly be learning my whole life. And then my beliefs are also that things will only keep getting better, and I am allowed to bask in the pleasure of life. What are some emotions of my happy self? Some emotions of my happy self include joy, elation, eudaimonia, chironic bliss, all of the emotions, and to be able to feel everything and return to happiness, comfort in sadness, allowing myself to feel what comes up and then to return to happiness, to be able to express anger and let it go, to be confident, to feel contentment, wonder, surprise, to revel in all of life's pleasure, to feel satisfied, to feel peaceful and calm, abundant and bountiful, to have clarity, to feel silliness, expressing through laughter, to feel relaxed, grateful, tearful, to feel pleasure and love, to feel worthy and compassion, to feel faith, to feel awake, to feel rested, to feel energized, to feel zest and balance and expansion with all emotions in a way that's connecting. What are the strengths of my happy self? The strengths of my happy self are perseverance, hard work, happiness, determination, confidence, intelligence, love, compassion, understanding, patience, connection. Some of my strengths are authenticity and honesty, self-awareness, responsibility, self-love, self-caring. The strength is to take up space and to allow myself to have the space I need, to allow myself to be a priority. Some more strengths are my creativity and my bravery, my ability to see the bigger picture and the connectedness of life and nature. Another strength is my appreciation for beauty and movement, self-expression, humor. My strength is to be able to self-regulate and self-indulge, to always be learning and to find ways to communicate effectively. Another strength is boundary setting and asking for help, to be able to give myself emotional release, to be sensitive, and to have all the empathy that I do. Another strength is my Reiki practice, my building trust within myself, and my belief in myself and in others. Some more strengths are my willpower and my connection to music and sound, my dedication, commitment, practice, mindfulness, and my ever-growing ability to stay present. More of my strengths are my breath, my body, my mind, my spirituality, my emotions, my family, my friends, my partner, my community, my ability to connect with the world and others. More of my strengths are my joy, my energy, my loyalty, my faith, my problem-solving abilities, my positive outlook, and my upward spiral. What are the capabilities of my happy self? Some of the capabilities of my happy self include healing myself, always learning, continuing to grow in myself, and provide a space for others. A capability of my happy self includes organizing people and creating spaces for connection. I'm also capable of connecting with others and the world, listening to myself and the universe. More of my capabilities include my body strength, having a healthy diet, including and supporting my authentic self and the authenticity in others. Another capability of my happy self includes making beautiful art through creative expression, whether that's singing, dancing, painting, anything that feels like it needs to come out in some creative way. Another capability of my happy self includes feeling emotions fully and letting them pass through me. It includes strong roots and grounding and caring for life, including all plants and animals. More capabilities are having loving, supportive family, my Reiki practice, being financially abundant, physically strong and able, spiritually connected, and able to stay present in my awareness. More capabilities of my happy self include self-expression through movement, through communication, through sound, creating beauty, and making the world more beautiful. It also includes forgiving and allowing myself to release what I need to and grow to get stronger and heal. Another capability of my happy self includes keeping my spaces feeling safe and welcoming, setting and maintaining boundaries, problem solving with challenging situations, and prioritizing my happiness and myself. More capabilities include being seen as an expert, being valued for my knowledge, skill, and intuition, making healthy food, having my own land and managing it the way that feels right for my life, being surrounded by love, loving myself fully, trusting my instincts, and listening to my heart and my guides. Some more capabilities are healing the world, understanding different systems, both small and large, and expressing myself in a way that helps develop understanding and relationship, depth, and connection with others. What are some unique talents of my happy self? Some of my unique talents include my ability to heal myself and my ability for others to provide a space for others to heal. My expression through dance, and my ability to manipulate objects and create visually and physically appealing movements. My ability to play with semi-controlled fire safely, my voice, both in speaking and singing, storytelling and expression of emotion through dance, movement, and other creative outlets, my Reiki practice. Some more unique talents of my happy self include my ability to connect with other life forms and build loving relationships, my bravery in confronting family trauma and growth to heal, my ability to always choose and prioritize happiness, my grounded presence. Some more unique talents of my happy self are being able to stay living in the present moment, to connect to both living things as well as inanimate objects in space, to sing, to make music, to create art that evokes emotion, making myself and others feel happy, to costume, to inspire others and myself, leading by example, connecting to all different types of people, my connection to music and the way my body responds through dance, and listening to my heart. Some more of my unique talents include my understanding of others in the world through seeing both the macro and micro picture, my eye for beauty and ability to create beauty in the spaces that I enter and build, creating jewelry and adornments the way I think outside the box. Some more unique talents are my communication style, my voice, my energy, my humor, and my facial expression. What is the purpose of my happy self? The purpose of my happy self is to heal my physical self, my past self, and my soul. The purpose of my happy self is to make the world happier and a healthier place. It's to stay connected deeply with others, to connect to the world around me. The purpose of my happy self is to express myself and live in my authenticity, to spread love, compassion, and beauty, and to hold space for myself and others. The purpose of my happy self is to forgive and to grow in my family system, to be a conduit and let emotions flow through me, allowing myself to let them go. The purpose of my happy self is to share more of myself with the world, to treat my body with love and all the nutrients it needs to stay strong and healthy. The purpose of my happy self is to keep expanding my understanding of the world, myself, and ways to heal, to love myself more, to keep learning new skills and find new ways of expressing my creative energy. The purpose of my happy self is to bring more light into the world and find ways to respect the balance of light and dark. The purpose of my happy self is to expand my family, to bring more life into this world through planting seeds and helping different forms of life grow. And the purpose of my happy self is to find the humor in life and play and laugh. More of my purpose includes experiencing the pleasure of life, taking care of myself, and to share and create more beauty in the world. What are the motives of my happy self? Some of the motives of my happy self involve self-healing, connecting to humans and other forms of life, self-expression, the appreciation of beauty and creativity. A motive of my happy self is to continue learning, getting stronger, becoming healthier, feeling more eudaimonia in my life and Chironic bliss, to have satisfaction in my family, romantic, and peer relationships. Some of the motives of my happy life are being content, pursuing social justice, being present in the moment, being connected to my guides and to the source, to be able to use my time effectively towards my goals. Some motives of my happy self are to believe in my worth and my capabilities, to have more love in my life, to experience more compassion for myself and others, and to prioritize my needs and being happy. Some motives of my happy life are to experience more pleasure, to remain faithful, to see and experience the abundance of life, to feel deeply and allow emotions to continue passing through me, to feel worthy, to live in my strength, to be authentic, and to allow myself to connect deeper to my subconscious in an effort to grow, understand myself better, and heal. Some more motives of my happy self are to affect others positively, to continue being happy, to relieve myself from shame, to be surrounded by beauty, to be able to travel and be financially abundant, and to have my own home and space to grow. Some more motives of my happy self are to feel peace and calm, to enjoy my life, to live life fully, to support friends, family, and community, and experience pleasure and allow myself to revel in it. What are the goals of my happy self? Some of the goals of my happy self include providing a space for both myself and for others to heal, to revel in all of life's pleasures, to take care of myself and express myself both verbally and non-verbally, in creative ways. To connect deeply with others and continue to build community and connections with those who have similar values. To promote and model compassion and love in my interactions. To surround myself with nature, people, and things that bring me joy. A goal of my happy self is to learn more about systems that affect people to better able to support them and myself. The goal of my happy self is to understand myself and my subconscious, to keep healing and acting and finding ways to be more in line with my highest self. Some more goals of my happy self include learning more about my family in an effort to heal some of our lineage and to continue having a positive attitude and prioritize happiness. To remember my happiness tools and continue utilizing my happiness practices. To spend time in nature with animals, and to remember the power of my mind and my breath. Also, my heart. A goal of my happy self is to live life in present moment, to feed myself nutrient-rich foods, and find better awareness of what makes my body feel good and strong. A goal of my happy self is to live authentically, to allow myself to forgive others, to remain faithful in life's abundance, and to feel financially abundant and stable. Some more goals of my happy self include growing professionally and learning new tools to help support healing, to be able to take off some time from work every year and travel, to take care of my own needs without harm to others, to see different parts of the world, to feel safe, worthy, free, and loved, to experience frequent eudaimonia and Sharonic bliss, to continue learning new things about myself and love myself deeper and more fully. Some more goals of my happy self include continuing to use my creative outlets to sing and contribute more to the music in the world, to find ways to keep dance in my life, to help individuals and communities explore ways for people to treat each other better and be more loving, to relieve myself of shame, to stay grateful and remind myself of all that I love and I'm proud of about my life. Some more goals of my happy self are to connect with others on creative projects, to be adorned in handmade items by my friends and community, to surround myself by what I find to be beautiful and nourishing, to have a house with lots of life and light in it, to work for myself and communicate well with my clients and colleagues. And some more of my goals are to feel confident in my Reiki practice and give myself daily healings, to create space for people to connect deeper and more fully present, and to continue spending time with my community and attending events that make me feel loved, challenged, and are in line with my highest good. What are the desires of my happy self? Some of the desires of my happy self are to get stronger, healthier, and more powerful, to heal myself, to put my energy towards helping people love and heal themselves, to dance often and spend time in nature and water frequently. A desire of my happy self is to keep with using my healing tools and getting more confident in my practices, to become confident in my Reiki practice and ability to work with energy in the way I express my experiences. Some more desires of my happy self include nourishing my body with healthy, nutrient foods, feeling myself get stronger, and able to continue to express myself through movement, dance, and share that expression with my community and loved ones. Some more desires of my happy self to spend time with animals and the things that make me feel joy, to grow professionally and feel like I have a specialization that I'm an expert working with, that I have a variety of different people in my life that make my calling feel fresh and creative energetically, that I'm able to move my body and continue stretching and expanding the way my body moves in space. Some more desires of my happy self are to have a house with lots of natural light and a backyard where I can entertain or have a garden and be able to do what I want without it negatively impacting my neighbors or anyone around me. A desire of my happy self is to have ownership of my own land and freedom to use my land how I choose. To start my own addition to the family by becoming a parent with a co-parent by my side. A desire of my happy self is to be surrounded by plants and life, both inside my house and around in nature, to be surrounded by art from family, friends, and loved ones, and to enjoy all the pleasures of life in a way that allows me to continue to be proud of my self-regulation. Some more desires of my happy self are to be a leader in a way that supports other people working together instead of telling other people what to do and how to do it. The desire of my happy self is to inspire others creatively and work with others to co-create and share artistic expression, to be financially abundant and to never have to worry about my basic needs being met, to stay connected with my family members while building new friends, family, and community. Some more desires of my happy self is to remember those who have made an impact on my life and express my gratitude, to find new ways to heal and work on practicing those on myself, to be able to feel like I have valuable insights to share with my professional colleagues and that others will benefit from what I have to say and share. Some more desires of my happy self are that my voice resonates with people in a way that helps them find what they need to be able to work on for their own healing and the healing of others. That I'm able to take time for self-healing or reflection daily and continue my happiness practices and that have positively impacted my healing. That I can continue to engage in community events, gatherings, and parties while still growing in my personal, romantic, professional, family, and community life. And that I can weave my desire for healing the world with my creative self-expression. So what are the institutions and organizations of my happy life? The institutions of my happy life include being connected to Reiki practitioners and teachers, working with schools and students to be able to provide supervision to new social workers, therapists. The National Association of Social Workers is an institution of my happy life, as well as the American Academy of Psychotherapists and other psychotherapy networks that I find to be supportive. One of the institutions of my happy life includes the ASECT, which I'm working to obtain over the next 5 years, and include being ordained with the Universal Life Church. Some more institutions of my happy life include any institutions that help me practice present moment awareness and mindfulness, that help me grow and connect to people with similar value systems. Some more institutions of my happy life include Lucio Liberation and Revolutionary Motion and Ardiente, all the types of fire troops that I've been involved with and all the community friends that I get together with to coordinate. Some more institutions of my happy life include Party Liberation Foundation and other community groups that help me grow, like the Deadly Muppets, and connect with people that have similar values. This also includes the Flow Art Institute and all of their sister events and Consent Culture Initiative. So more of my institutions that are part of my happy life are supportive schools, good education, potentially the institution of marriage and growing and working with teams around movement, exploration, and creativity. More institutions of my happy life include local farms and ways to find organic, homegrown, nutrient-rich foods, the Burning Man community, the Board of Social Work, and the MS Society, the MS Association of America, and the MS Lifelines, who have been supportive to me over this past year and want to continue that. What are the socialization needs of my happy life? The socialization needs of my happy life include spending time alone, include spending time with larger groups and smaller groups, and one-on-one with people that are important to me. The socialization needs of my happy life include fire spinning with my community, going out dancing with my friends and loved ones, having regular time with my family members, that both one-on-one and then as a whole family, and include spending time with animals and nature and going out socializing with my friends at events and gatherings. Socialization needs of my happy life include having people over to my house, and then also going over to my friends' homes or my loved ones' homes, going into public places with other people, talking on the phone with close friends, family, and my partner, and camping with people that I trust and care about, and traveling to see friends in other areas or just explore new fun areas with people that I care about. I love to have my friends travel and come see me and stay with me, to send private messages and texts and call and have some type of direct communication with my family, friends, partner, and community members. Some more of the socialization needs of my happy life include spending time with friends without feeling pressured to talk, spending time with other healers, sharing and exchanging, and to have great connection with my clients, both one-on-one and any group work that I do. Some more of my socialization needs of my happy life include talking on the phone with people when it's convenient for both parties, including socialization through body language and nonverbal communication, whether that's through dance or any type of nonverbal communication. And then expressing myself fully when I feel I need to share or say something. And also includes howling or yelling when I feel it is positive and helps me let go of what I need to release. What is the knowledge of my happy life? So the knowledge of my happy life includes different therapy modalities, working on self-love, positivity and happiness, ways to stay present in the moment. Some more of the knowledge of my happy life includes infertility systems, treatments, the dynamics that could affect individuals, families, or communities, knowledge around sex therapy and how to support people as they navigate their sex, sexuality, sexual identity, and pleasure needs. The knowledge of my happy life includes safety around handling spinning fire and community events. Some more knowledge about my happy life includes knowledge around plants, herbs, gardening, and growing, helping to support life. To be able to include ways to care for animals and be a good pet owner. It also includes business and marketing and how to grow a business. Some more of the knowledge of my happy life includes ethics, social justice, and ways to improve interpersonal conflict. It also includes knowledge around music creation and distribution, healthy cooking and eating, how to make nutrient-rich meals for single and multiple people, how to transform spaces and let the energy flow. It also includes ways to protect myself energetically and allow energy to be released and let go. Some more of the knowledge of my happy life includes how to play the ukulele and how to learn different exercises for stretching and swimming to increase strength and improve my overall health. Also around where to find affordable organic food close to where I live and what my friends are doing creatively, the products that they're making and what they're putting out into the world so that I can support them. Some more of the knowledge of my happy life includes ways to work with new technology to make life easier. And also knowing what animals and plants could potentially be harmful. The knowledge of my happy life includes knowledge around how to improve happiness, positivity, and strength, and healing. It also includes knowledge around autoimmune disease and ways to improve the immune system. This includes knowledge around herbs and homeopathy that will help with inflammation and stress. Some more knowledge that is important in my happy life includes where to go for a good massage, acupuncture, Reiki, and other alternative healing modalities. And includes knowing where to go for good medical, dental, vision, and neurological care. Some more of the knowledge of my happy life includes knowledge around crystals, chakras, energy healing, and ways to promote my highest good and the highest good of others. This also includes knowledge around reliable and affordable care. Some more knowledge of my happy life includes knowledge around costuming, beauty products, physical care, good cars, ways to have long-lasting hair color that's non-damaging to my head, to my life. Some more knowledge of my happy life includes knowledge around plants, the way to grow plants, and knowledge around how to keep up with my financial responsibilities. More knowledge of my happy self is self-awareness about my life and my experience, my subconscious, and my unconscious thoughts and motivations. And this also, some more knowledge includes my music production and creation, knowledge about places to spend time in water, and knowledge about beautiful places to travel and explore. What is the language of my happy life? The language of my happy life is one that promotes humor, including phrases and inside jokes from friends that make me feel connected and make me happy. The language of my happy life includes nonverbal language for expression. Some more language of my happy life is positive, strength-based language that includes a lot of love, support, encouragement, that's honest and authentic. that's compassionate, and that it includes acceptance, affirmations, and understanding. The language of my happy life includes facial expressions and hand gestures, eye contact. It's warm, loving, and positive, and focused on happiness. It's relaxing and peaceful. It includes light heckling and laughter. It also includes a lot of smiles and strong written language with imagery. Some of the language of my happy life includes surprising, loving notes from friends, family, and my lover, and notes that I deliver to others. Messages written in cards for special occasions or romance. Words of affection, and also social work jargon. What are the habits of my happy life? The habits of my happy life include regular exercise and swimming, daily Reiki on myself, weekly Reiki on others, my morning, midday, and evening happiness routines, spending time outdoors, reading about subjects that interest me, taking my vitamins and supplements and medication in the morning and 3 times a week with my injections, going for regular doctor's checkups and dental cleanings, getting at least 8 hours of sleep every night, and it includes using regular face masks and skin nourishing lotions. Some more of the habits of my happy life are regular showers and washing my hair, going for acupuncture and taking baths, regular massage and hyperbolic oxygen therapy, making myself an isogenics or equivalent shake in the morning, going on regular walks when it's nice outside, feeding and taking care of my cat and any animals that enter my life's need, including cooking new dishes and getting creative in the kitchen, gardening and taking care of my plants, and cleaning up my house to make my space feel good. Some more of the habits of my happy life include spending time petting my cat, giving myself Reiki before bed, including traveling somewhere or going on vacation every year, attending flow arts and fire festivals. It also includes practicing choreography and planning with my performance groups where we're going to go. Some of the habits of my happy life include singing in the shower while I'm driving. Also includes spending time with family members, both individually and as a whole group. More of my habits of my happy life include celebrating my birthday with both my family and my friends and people I love, and connecting with peers in the field and supporting each other. Some more habits include traveling to other cities for community events and to see friends, to be involved with creative projects, to include meditation and relaxation practices and mindfulness in my life, having a gratitude practice in the morning and evening, talking with others about happiness and finding ways to give and receive support, and to talk with other community leaders about ways to improve the safety and connectedness of our communities of individuals. Some more habits include spending time connecting with friends, family, and my loved ones. Clear communication, honesty, authenticity in my interactions, and to spend time with myself, to check in with my heart, and to give myself the space that I need. So what are the reifications of my happy life? So a reification of my happy life is that butterflies represent my healing and my happiness journey. And that large cats are a representation of my power, my power animal, and it also makes me feel like strong and protected. And that my signed happiness decision on the fridge represents my decision to always choose happiness first. And some more reifications of my happy life are that fresh plants and flowers represent that I'm healthy and vital, and I love to surround myself with them. That my laughing cat represents my laughter practice and humor, and also happiness. Some more reifications are getting rid of old cards and stuff that is without purpose in my life to declutter and make myself lighter and more clear. Clearing out dead plants when it's time to keep my room feeling clean, fresh, and nourished. Wearing more color to surround myself with color as a representation of vitality. And that swimming in water relates to my breathing deeper, my growing in strength, and then my being happy. So what are the legitimations of my happy life? So a legitimation of my happy life is to reread my list and update it with how my happiness is being affected. That I check in with myself to see if I'm in line with my happy self and happy life, and determine any changes that need to be made so that I can feel in line. To check in with others about changes that they notice in me and my happiness, and to monitor my dreams and assess my unconscious through my dream life, that I adjust anything on my list that makes me feel unhappy, and that I follow up with myself about my happiness vitals. Some more legitimations of my happy life is that through all the points on my list in each category, I assess how I feel when I'm reading through them, and that I check in about progress towards my happiness goals on a monthly basis. So that is my happy self and my happy life that I wanted to share with you. And I would also love to share my happy profession. So what are some changes that I'd like to see in the world? And this is all around my happy profession. And I'd like to see more love. I'd like to see more compassion and happiness spread throughout the world. Differences being celebrated instead of feared, and that we become more open and understanding as humans. I wish that everyone could see how interconnected all life is, and that if we promote positivity for every living being, the world will become much better. I would also love to see people supporting local businesses and sharing resources with others to promote everyone having what they need for a fulfilling life. I want to see the abundance of life be felt by every person, and for everyone to spend time outdoors connecting more with nature. More to heal and more healing for myself and for others. I would like to see everyone be kinder and gentler with themselves and others as we navigate the challenging unknown waters of life. So I want to read my passion index. So some things that came up on my passion index were dancing, listening to music, moving to music and making music, talking with other people about healing and betterment, playing with fire, costuming and dressing up, makeup, Reiki, getting massage, singing, connecting to other people on mutual interests, social engagement and community improvement, social justice, spending time with my friends and family, making art and sharing my creative energy, coming up with unique ideas for projects and community changes, talking about consent and developing self-love and compassion. So I would say that my professional drive is more of a calling than anything else versus just a job or something that I'm doing for money. This is something I feel that I am passionate about and that I am called to do. So I believe it is my path to hold space for myself and others as we collectively work on our healing. I know that my development of my own healing will support me in being a better able to help others heal themselves. I believe it is my calling to be a conduit and to allow people to process their emotions with my presence while being able to let go and release all the emotions that need to be released. I have faith that this is my spiritual purpose and have found a way to fulfill my calling through my therapy license. So some other things I could find passion in would be, a therapist, life coach, supervisor, something having to do with nature, a nature guide, a group therapist, an artist, a dancer, or some form of teacher, mentor, guide, hospice worker, Reiki healer, and then working on an animal sanctuary. So those are some things that came up that I could find passion in. So I did a vision exercise, and I would like to share that with you around my profession. And this is what I came up with. So I'm passionate about the people who I come in contact with on a day-to-day basis. I get to work with interesting people with a variety of life experiences and backgrounds. I'm able to work on my own as well as with others and other professionals leading groups or workshops. And it's really nice to have a balance of my own time one-on-one with clients in addition to seeing them in groups or being able to work in different settings. I feel vital as I connect deeper with the colleagues that I come in contact with. I'm able to provide supervision for new therapists and counselors coming into the field and feel wonderful that I'm able to support them on their journeys of making the world a better place, one person at a time. People are communicating openly, honestly, and directly with one another and making sure to show love and compassion in their interactions. People hold each other with a lot of respect and love, which makes me feel rewarded in my calling and the environment I find myself in. I'm working with clients individually to build skills and strategies that they can use to improve their happiness, their overall health, and their lives. People have aha moments about their lives and connect things in new ways, which gets them feeling happier and excited, which in turn makes me feel happy and excited. Seeing other people making changes in their own life to better themselves and reach their goals makes me feel a purpose in my work. I am proud of the healing that people experience when they take steps, come to my office, and do the work. I spend my day having a mix of therapy clients, Reiki clients, and group therapy sessions. I often take breaks to walk outside, eat lunch, and give myself Reiki and other types of self-care that I may need. I have enough time to get home at a reasonable hour and make it to the gym regularly for exercise. Other people praise my business, and I get referrals from other clinicians who trust me and value what I have to offer. The people who I've worked with say positive things about the ways in which my business has supported them on their healing journey. And people can really feel all the love and care that I put into supporting others. When I set boundaries, they are respected. And it models to others how self-care and boundary setting are important and healthy to maintain. What makes the team I work with stand out so much is the level of integrity, trust, honesty, and respect we have for one another and ourselves. So some of the points of my Happy Profession Action Plan include skills that I'd like to utilize in my job, which are communication, connection, creativity, compassion, and positivity boosters. And there are 5 of those. So some types of tasks that would be associated with those are, for communications, tasks would be listening, talking, like reflective listening, sharing ideas, sitting in silence, and body language. Under connection, some of the tasks would be maybe eating and coordinating, going to events, building, recruiting, learning about other people, feeling seen and heard, and making others feel seen and heard. Some tasks under creativity would be thinking outside the box, problem solving, staying positive, finding ways to continue expressing myself creatively, whether that's through artistic expression, performing. And there's some tasks with compassion would be reflective listening, holding space, and staying open and authentic. And with positivity, some tasks would be some of the happiness habits, cognitive restructuring, and gratitude practice. And so I came up with about 20 tasks under those 5 different skills. So these tasks are very important to my profession, and I put them in order in the number. So reflective listening, holding space, learning about other people, I gave a 10. Problem solving, gratitude practice, happiness habits, sharing ideas, body language, building, is a 9. Cognitive restructuring, sitting in silence, attending and building events is a 7. And eating and recruiting would be a 5. And how much autonomy do I want at work? And I gave it a number between 1, no autonomy, 10, all of the autonomy, and I put myself at about a 6, 7. I like to work independently. However, I think it's super important to coordinate with other people. And I gave myself a 6 in feedback because I do love feedback, and then there's also some room for having that just be open. So how would I know if my experience at work was meaningful? Well, I'd feel it. I'd feel it in my mind. I'd feel it in my body, and I would feel it in my soul. I would feel full, energetically warm, and rich in my heart center. I would experience eudaimonia and chironic bliss. And then what are some intrinsic qualities of the work itself? The goals, values, and beliefs that the work is to serve. So some of the broader qualities of the work include connection, creative expression, self-love, growth, compassion, happiness, letting go, holding space, showing support, active listening, present moment awareness, honesty, problem solving, modeling, self-awareness, and putting in the work. The larger goal from the work that is being done is healing, both on the individual level as well as for the collective whole. The beliefs are that by providing competent and supportive care while fostering a space for challenging and while fostering a space where challenges and resistance can be confronted, and where a deep positive relationship can be formed, which will be a foundation for growth and healing. The work is to serve everyone because the positive impacts on one individual or family can ripple out into the greater community through positive changes and an upward spiral. So what are my perceptions, attitudes, and understanding of the work in society and how they provide meaning to me? So one part of the meaning is that I have a job and that I'm able to make money to support myself and my family. Some of the other parts of the meaning are that it's healing myself and the world, one person, one family at a time. And the work can provide meaning to me in multiple ways. So that's to provide for myself and those who I love, to meet Maslow's hierarchy of needs for survival, and allowing myself to have money to travel, build, grow, and expand my practice in ways that feel right for me. And then it's part of the life's calling and life's purpose, which I talked about, healing myself, healing the world, healing people, one person at a time, one interaction at a time. And this calling leads to my heart center feeling full after a day's work and continuously learning about myself and the world through the process. So do I want responsibility at work, and how much responsibility do I want to take for the outcomes of my work? I do want to have responsibility. And with the type of work I'm interested in, I have to be responsible for managing my time, my clients' records, making sure I stay in line with the requirements for my board. And that's all on top of the requirements to be able to work with insurance and to be able to see people in the community. I have a responsibility to myself to set boundaries, to others to maintain those boundaries, and to the larger community to alert authorities if someone could potentially harm themselves or others. I feel that this leaves me with a high level of responsibility for my work and the outcomes. However, I also understand that as someone working to support others through their healing journey, a lot of the outcomes will also be based on the work that is done by that client, the client that comes in and the person that I'm working with. And that I know the outcomes are a combination of the work that we do together, and that it also relies on that person doing the work. So I will put in I will do my part to put in my share of the effort and my part of the work, and then set those boundaries while also knowing that the work has to be done by the person themselves. So why? I inherently feel a strong civic responsibility to both my own well-being in addition to the well-being of others. I believe that by taking up working with others as a therapist, mentor, coach, or other type of professional, where the power dynamics are shifted towards me having more power, that I feel it's the utmost important to value and respect that. There's a responsibility to myself, my licensure, my morals, the board, my broader professional network, to the clients that I work with, and to everyone to hold myself to a high ethical and moral standard. I want to be trusted by people and to be experienced as someone who truly values each individual's dignity, as well as their right to self-determination. My work is a reflection of myself, and I want my name to have a positive feedback associated with it. That will be a big indicator of people wanting to work with me and trusting me to be respectful, professional, and knowledgeable. So, how much feedback do I want to have at work? And I said I prefer working in a setting that trusts me and avoids micromanaging my tasks. I like to have feedback. However, I want to have freedom and autonomy. So I gave myself a 5 out of 10 on that scale. I really value feedback, and then I also really value autonomy. And so I wanted to be somewhere in the middle because I appreciate having feedback from supervisors, managers, colleagues about new strategies to try and ways I can improve both my clinical and organizational skills. I very much enjoy brainstorming and problem solving with other people. And then at the base, I also have to trust myself and my heart. So, do you need to have knowledge about the results of your work? And I'd say, yeah, it would very much help me to continue improving and growing when I can get feedback about my work and have some ideas around what my clients find has been effective for them. So part of me feeling like I'm doing a good job at my work is when people feel comfortable giving me feedback. Regardless if that feedback is always that I'm doing a wonderful job, being able to create a space where people feel comfortable to give me feedback says a lot to me and is very important. So there are also things that I'm also okay about being unaware of, that people want to keep to themselves, and that's fine. That sometimes there's clients that I've worked with that have gone on and haven't heard anything about how they're doing. I wish them the best, and that's all I can do. So I would say that in terms of 1 to 10, in having knowledge about the results, I would give myself a 6. And then what does this look like in the work environment? It can look like receiving feedback from supervisors, colleagues, peers, clients, individuals and families, insurance companies, and other sources directly in a way that's respectful. It can also look like reduced hospitalizations, lower scores on depression scales, lower symptoms, improvement in happiness, and improvement in overall functioning of the people that I'm working with. This looks like reporting overall improvements in happiness, hope, and faith. It can feel like improvements in the room with people and my own interactions with others. It can also look like people moving forward and even discharging from working with me because they're doing so well. How do you see yourself being happy in your new profession? I see myself being happy in my new profession by being able to interact and connect with people. I see myself feeling fulfilled at the end of the day by positive connections, healing, and people working to love themselves more deeply. I'm happy because I make good money in my profession and I'm able to leave work at work. I have the privilege of connecting to other professionals and forming family peer groups where we can process the dynamics of doing the type of work we do. I am happy because I am able to communicate honestly and directly while maintaining my boundaries with those who I work with. I am flexible in my ability to move my practice, expand, run groups, co-facilitate with other people, and work at my own pace. I come in contact with people regularly who I coordinate with about healing and have similar worldviews and values to me. I'm able to find people who are equally passionate about self-love, compassion, and healing as I am. I will meet new people, learn new things, and be present with the ways that I feel. I will have the space to take the time I need for myself while still being able to keep a job and be supportive to others. I see myself being happy with the interactions that I have, both at my job and in my daily life, because how I feel fulfilled in my life. And the name and title of my happy profession is Healing Passage. Thank you so much for listening to my happy self, my happy life, and my happy profession. I am grateful for you all, and I love you all.